Yo, 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 how y'all feeling? Y'all good? I know I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
I'm your host, Solomon.
This your girl, Toya.
And this is
The Be Different Podcast.
Back in for another video. Before we get out today, y'all know I'm your host Solomon here with my mom.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Toya.
Oh yeah, man. As y'all can see, we got a special guest in the house with us today, man. But before I let him introduce himself, y'all know y'all can listen to podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and anywhere else where this here podcast. All at the Be Different Podcast.
And y'all already know what to do. Go follow us on our social media pages, Instagram @_ Be Different Podcast. X @_ Be Different Pod, TikTok Be Different Pod _ clips. And if you need to reach out to us, use our business email bedifferentpod06@gmail.com.
Oh yeah, man. Now that we got all that out the way, man, I'm gonna let our guest introduce himself, man.
My name is Javan Pulphus.
This all you got for your intro?
My name is Javan Pulphus, and I attend Mississippi State University, and I'm just glad to be here. I appreciate you two for letting me be on the show today.
We appreciate you for coming. It's been a long time coming,
Long
Puff.
time coming. For real, man. Glad to have you here, Puff, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, really good.
All right, that's good, man. Like Toy said, it's been a long time coming, man. Trying to get our schedules to align so we both can get on the show, man. But I'm glad we got everything to work out for you to come get on the show. Because like I was telling Toy, I was trying to get you on the show right after the finals had ended, so we could really talk basketball and things of that nature. But we got you here in the finals still. A little relevant. No, it ain't been too long since they ended. Exactly, all the trades. So we got you in at a good time, man. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Get into the show.
All right, let's start off with, we'll mix it up. Like you just said, you attend Mississippi State University. Even though my money goes to Ole Miss, my heart is still in Starkville. Go Bulldogs. Tell the people what you're majoring in at Mississippi State.
I major in communications and with a concentration of digital broadcast and journalism.
And what you want to do with it?
I want to be a future sports commentator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So with you being what you pursuing to want to be a future sports commentator, what made you decide to go to Ole Miss? Like, not Ole Miss, go to Mississippi State out of all the schools like around the area.
I know, right?
What made you decide Mississippi State?
Well, see, the thing is about Mississippi State, it really started in high school. Shout out Oklahoma. They took us to all the schools.
Shout out Mr. Watkins.
Right, shout out Mr. Watkins. Man, we're gonna miss Mr. Watkins.
Man, what?
Thing is, I feel like it was a blessing because every school that we toured that invited us for those high school days, they had a great communication program. And we stayed going to Mississippi State, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did.
Showed it, and the main one we went to, it was really between, and I know this is shocking, it was really between, for me, it was Mississippi State or Russ College, because when I went to Russ College, they had an outstanding
Russ has a great communication program.
When I was up there, I took that advantage. When we went up there for high school day day, I took that advantage. I was telling I walked to take that advantage to talk to people. And me just, basically just introducing myself and what I want to do. They were really begging if I can, because they were saying someone like me that wants to be behind the camera. They said that's the problem. You don't have nobody want to do this. What is going on right now? So the thing is, they wanted me to come. So and I really just went ahead and chose Mississippi State because it's basically a cultural thing for us. Family. Mississippi State is a family school. It's from generations. People have graduated from family. So and plus it's right down the road from where I live. So that's why I chose Mississippi State.
Okay. Now I asked that question because when I was doing my school decisions, not gonna say Mississippi State was never one of the options, but it wasn't because I didn't know anything about their communication program.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do, looking online, it didn't show me nothing. So like I never knew that they had a true communication program. That's why they never was on my list.
And that goes to show that you can't just look online. You have to go and visit these schools. For the up and coming seniors that's out there that's watching the podcast, you can't just look online. Go actually visit these schools because like Solomon said, he didn't see anything online about it. Pulphus went down there, and so you have to get up, leave out your home city, and go visit these different schools.
Yeah, you do.
And that's what I did when I went down there. They invited me. I had to dress up, wear a suit, had interviews and all kinds of stuff. I went down there seriously, and my mom was like, "Jay, don't get down there and running your mouth and mess yourself up." And I said, "Girl, I'm gonna go down there and talk so I can get something going good."
Facts. You gotta talk to people. You gotta communicate.
I got down and I asked her, "Hey, is y'all communication program like real?" Because when I got down there, when I was saying communication, they were talking about news and all this stuff. I said, "What about sports?"
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, you actually want to do that?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's what hip hop. I didn't buy this suit for no reason." And then the guy said, "Stand up, what's your name?" And I thought he was mad at me because I wasn't being smart. And I introduced myself, and I hate that this is really like a proverb for us. Every time you say we from Oklahoma, Mississippi, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I ain't from no Oklahoma. I said Oklahoma. And he was like, "Oh man." And then I just introduced myself, and then he told me the same thing. I said, "Hey man, you got a potential in this. Come on." He said, "Come on down. This is home for you."
Yeah.
And I just, he even came on down to, Hell State.
Yeah, okay. Going back to like before college and all that, like what inspired you to even get into the sports commentating, sports broadcasting field?
I'm gonna say this. This is gonna be funny. When I was younger, I always been a Grizzlies fan. So I'll never forget this day. This was so funny. Memphis went to the playoffs with the Spurs. I think that was Mike Conley and Gasol was there that year.
Yeah, Tony Allen.
So crazy. I was so crazy.
Pulphus is a diehard.
I love Memphis. I've been there for a while. But when I think they were facing an elimination game, and I was so crazy when they called time out, which mean it was basically like, hey, it's basically you finna wrap this up.
Yeah.
I literally got my phone, looked up the FedEx Forum number, and I called the number. And I was say, "Hey, you go down there right now and tell I think it was David Fields at that time was the coach. Tell him he gonna have to make Gasol do a pick and roll, and he gonna have to do something." And I ended up not knowing. I'm just young. I don't call the jersey, the little sports where you get the jersey from. Yeah. They said, "We can't go down there. We work in the where you get the fan merch from." I said, "Well, I need you to leave there and go down there and tell me there right now that a fan is concerned at home." And she said, "Baby, just calm down." I was crying. I was so mad. I was so hurt, man.
It's crazy.
And then it just, man, I hung up and they lost again. I just sat there and cried for a long time. But what I really say though, I always talked about sports, but it was like basketball or I tried football, I tried baseball. I done it all basically. Yeah. And it go back to those days. You go to the barbershop back in the day.
Facts, sit around talk sports.
Right, and like Michael Shop, Michael Johnson, man, he know himself. I used to go in there. He'll be cutting heads, back in the good day when
everybody was sitting there. Yeah, before pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. I'll be in there. Folks say something crazy about Memphis. When you say something about me, I gotta get you. Yeah. And they're like, "Mike, you know what he talking about, man? He might." I say, "Yes," and man, you can't disrespect what's going on because you don't know the situation.
Yeah,
you don't know.
You're right.
You don't talk about it, but that's why I say it's just me, talking about those sports in a previous way.
Yeah.
And now I just wanna. Now I don't got older. Back then it was just for fun.
But
now, when I find out you can actually make a career,
Facts.
so I said, let me just take my time, go get an education in this, and just try to see what God has in store for me. That's basically.
Speaking of getting paid for it, who are some of your favorite commentators out today?
Man, of course, all those guys from Memphis. Like I love Brevin Knight. I love him. He's a good one because he just the way he breaks it down, and plus he played himself in the league. Okay. He breaks it down, and he doesn't do most of the time. He doesn't do that stuff like we were talking about earlier. How they be like, "Well, back in the day when I played, that's gone. Now it's this time. You have to show that you're knowledgeable of basketball and what's happening now.
So you're right. You're right.
It's gonna change. Like I said, you can't get mad at how Curry plays the game. That's what got him here. Yeah. And another one I like is Eric Collins. The Charlotte Hornets. I love that guy. Man, he yells when he yells and stuff. It reminds me of me because he's natural. He's being himself. He's not put on the front just because he's behind the microphone talking. He just be himself. He loud, aggressive. Entertaining. That's what I want to be, an entertaining commentator. Cause that's what really
Fact.
People to tune in.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's how you got
yeah.
people get to attract to you. You got to be entertaining,
Yes.
energetic, and just show that like
Because
you
think
really
about
want to
Mike,
be here and want to do this.
Breen that be
Yeah.
doing the NBA
Yes.
games. I mean, all
Yes.
the legendary sayings he has, you
Facts.
know.
I don't know
Yeah.
who did the finals,
It
but
was Richard Jefferson this past
Jam-
finals.
Jamal
oh, and Reg, man,
Yeah.
I don't think Reggie did the finals, did it?
Did
Did
Reggie
he
do
do
it?
the
I think it was.
Okay.
I think-
I
man.
know it was
Richard Jefferson, Jamal
Crawford. Yeah, I know it
Uh-huh.
was them two for a fact.
Man, he had like, I mean, I'm serious. Like the way they were commentating that game, I mean, it was play by play. I mean, everything they were doing was just, every moment you want to watch the game and hear what they had to say
Yeah,
about it. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? And that's what
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
you get people to tune in.
Facts.
Like that's good, and especially with somebody like Wimby is tall. Yeah, somebody throw a lob and you get the crowd involved, and the commentary is good. That's yeah.
Yes, I agree
And
with that.
one
Pulphus.
thing that I like when it come to commentating, especially like how you were doing like the color commentary. If I can listen to you and still feel like I'm watching the game, that's how I feel like. That's how I know you're doing a good job. Cause
Thank you.
I can't see what's going on, but I'm envisioning everything that's going on based off what you saying and the emotion that you putting into it.
Thank you, man.
So you want to be like kind of like the in-game broadcaster, whereas Solomon he wants to kind of do like the recap
Yep.
after the
Yeah,
game.
but see, that's the thing that I like about being a sports analyst, though. Yeah, I can do the recap of the game, but at the same time, I can still be courtside while he doing play-by-play commentating, and I can just be recapping, picking up for the dead spots like
Yeah.
during timeout.
Yeah,
or
right,
during
right.
out-of-bounds play, doing free throw line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and this is what's scary now. This was really good. Now that's why I did broadcast and digital journalism, because it teaches you all of that.
Yep.
So just say if I can't do the on the court, I can possibly go in and do the pregame. Because that's what I do now. When we do our, student thing,
Yeah.
we do the game and we do halftime. We do pregame, halftime, the game, and we do a post-game show.
Yeah.
And that's all of it. And I said, wow. I said, if I can do this in life, I'll do it all in life.
Yeah, facts, facts.
So that's why I want to go to Memphis, because those guys up there in Memphis, they actually go do the game, and they go down an elevator and go to the the recording studio right there, and they do it all right there. And I like that. That's just that's the dream for me. And the thing is, the fact that they actually teach you how to do it all up there, like I said, that's why I said I love my major, because the thing is, you get a variety of stuff.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
do.
want to go to college just do one thing. Because
Right.
you never know. if
And
you
I
can
was
get
just
that.
about to say that it sounds like with both of y'all, it's so many different
Avenues,
you
yeah.
can take
Yeah.
with it that you know you can never get bored. It's like you know you can find a job.
Exactly.
And that's great.
Exactly.
That's a great thing.
Especially with the way the world's going now.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yeah, you can have this major for this one specific thing, but at the same time, especially the fields that we trying to go to when it's media. Media is a whole bunch of things where you got social media content, you got digital media content, you got marketing media content. Like, it's just different, all those different ways and different not subcategory from that one big category. You know what I'm saying?
It's one main umbrella with many
Right.
different
Yeah.
smaller
It is,
umbrellas.
and that's good. I mean, because you're
That's
gonna need
great,
that.
yeah.
You're gonna need that, man. Because thing is, like I mentioned this to someone at work yesterday. And I was they doing communication. He said, "Man, you gonna have that forever." He said, "That's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not going.
It's
It's
not
not.
sports communication.
Right.
Sports is never going nowhere.
Never
Yeah.
going nowhere.
Sport,
Yeah.
regardless if it's basketball, football, baseball, soccer, the sports market in general is too big
Right.
for them to ever try to get
Yeah.
rid of.
Yeah.
As a whole, it's too big.
Yeah, I like that, and I like that y'all talk and interact with each other and can help each other out, because I'm a firm believer it's enough room at the table for everybody to eat, and we all help each other. So you need us. You know how to get in contact with us.
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
we family. So
Facts.
That's it, right?
Facts. Facts.
Because the thing is, I don't like how when people say this, you have to believe in God. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
They used to tell me
Yes.
something. This
You do.
is true. They did say this when we was up there. They said, "Well, Javan, the route that you're heading, most of the time, folks like that, if it's retired players from the league, man, it's hard to get there." I said, "Yeah, you're right." But the thing is, that's why I look at people that didn't go to the league, and they
Yeah,
do,
facts.
because
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
get more from them than someone actually went to the league.
Yeah.
And did. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because
And plus, like, not mean to cut you off.
No, you
but
good.
yeah,
No.
Yeah, you can be like, you say the retired players and all that, but that's fine. But at the same time, you know the game. You played the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't play at the highest level don't mean that
Right.
you don't know just as
That's
much
it.
as they
Yes,
do.
it
You
is.
you played in the game. You done been in situations where they done been in the same situation. So all that, man, it don't matter, because even the biggest sports commentator, sports analyst, didn't even play basketball. I like Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A.
Didn't even play sports.
I love
like,
that guy. Yeah, I love it, man. And that's why I forgot to mention him. He's one of my favorite too, Stephen A. Because like I said, he didn't play. He goes and just be himself on camera, and people like I said, that's life. People gonna like you and they not gonna like you. But like I said, he has bills to pay. He have kids to support.
So
he's doing his job. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. But my bad. So what you finna say?
Before we start talking to sports, I got one more question for you. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Go ahead.
Living in the world that we live in, we all know the type of world that we live in. What are some challenges you think you might face being a black man from Mississippi? And you know what people think about Mississippi. What are some challenges that you have faced or you think you're going to face in the future?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say this. I'm really getting challenge faces now, actually, at school. The thing is, I'll say this is wherever you go. You know, people think when they know what they're doing already, they think they're the best at it, and they smart. Like, for instance, I'm a transfer student coming in.
Yep.
From what I've been told from home, you know, home gonna love you, which is true. So when they hear your first commentary, of course they gonna probably tell you what you need to do better on, and you did good. But when I was down there, they was telling me, Javan, like, man, you know, you could be a good color commentator, but I mean, you could be a good color commentator, but thing is, vocabulary, man, fluency when you speak, slow it down sometimes, speed it up. You gotta know this, you gotta know that. But thing is, it's not just talking, like I told them. You have to watch this game and commentate. So, like I said, so people can see what is actually. If they can't see it, they can actually see it in their head. What's going on.
Facts.
And then the thing is, I didn't want them to think I was getting smart with them because I said, the thing is, don't try to critique me. And, you know, you're in the same boat as I am. You know and that's everywhere. I'm not mad about it. I'm there to learn, even though you've been here longer than me. But thing is, we're all here to learn. So the thing is, what we have to do is, you know, not just critique, help
each other. Yeah, exactly.
Tell me what you did when you was in this situation. How can I fix it? Or if I need to do something better, help me. But the thing is, I learned myself, you know, it's one man's work. With it being a black man, I learned this is what I did when I was at ICC. I said this. It's gonna be me versus me in this world.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't have yourself, no one will.
You're right.
Like now, I've invested in my future now to get better at this.
Facts.
I want to learn it. So I have been doing stuff like, you know, reading books, more books, watching videos on how, you know, to make vocabulary more fluency and speed. And I'm not saying I'm dumb or anything, because we learned this in high school.
You got
Everyone has words they can't say.
Yeah.
Like, I have trouble saying participate sometimes. I said it good, then I'm shocked, but I have trouble saying it. You know? But,
you gotta work on it. When you get
So
those situations, you don't want to come in not prepared.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because somebody already have told you something about it, so now you gotta go in and put in that extra work so you can work on it. So when the next time it comes, you can say, hey, like, not even just on no bragging, but like, you know, you said it right this time. Like, hey, you heard me say that word right, you know. You see me correcting
I've been working on it.
And
like, that's a goal you set for yourself to work on stuff like that, because look at Shannon Sharp. He has speech impediment. It's not as bad as it used to be, but you know, he has one, and look what he's doing. He was on what was it with Skip? That show with Skip. Undisputed.
Undisputed, I missed that.
He went to ESPN, and now he has his own show. So I mean,
he doing good.
Nothing. Don't let anything stop you. You know,
he doing anything, but going back into that, like the next question I had, like I said, I know you said you've been reading your books, you know, been doing things to improve your vocabulary and things of that nature. But what are some other things that you have been working on just to build towards your future, you know, in the sports broadcast field, sports commentating field?
You mean like internships or anything
just
like
things
that?
In general that you've been doing.
Well, okay, well, to answer both of those, well, with internships, I have been looking. I just have never, I put out, thing is, I had some of the best advice. Just because you put in the application or show the resume doesn't mean you're getting a job. That is very true. And I've seen that a lot. I've always been a type to where, I'll send talk to you and get you to, you know, enjoy our conversation, but that doesn't mean anything unless I'm doing the job. But I did put the forth effort to get an internship. I just didn't ever get none this summer. But I have multiple summers the Lord give me. I will possibly get something. I'm gonna get better at this. I have a plan to get better at this. But when it comes to your question, Solomon, it was we'll say it again. You said
just different things in general that you've been doing. Not even necessarily interns specifically, like things that you've been doing at home, like how you said you was reading a book, like just anything.
I've been doing reading, and the main thing is I've been also watching I've been doing this since I was little. I do what got me the love for doing this. I watch old school basketball games like back when Dominique Wilkins. There you go. I'm not trying to get old over here, but like when Dominique was playing MJ, Charles Barkley, even old SEC games, back when State was that, good team, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, even watching those games, because it's a possibility. If you know the culture, that helps in commentary too. People don't understand that. If you can go back in time and bring it back to this time,
You're right. You're right.
It keeps the conversation going.
Exactly. And like I said,
you gotta be able to you gotta be able to time travel. Back,
You're right. Yeah, like you said, and then just watching those old clips, like it just give you different perspectives, like how different commentators back then did things versus how commentators do now. Because I feel like commentators back then showed a little bit more passion than what commentators do now. Like they still watch the game, but I feel like they be more laid back and more chill about it than actually putting that passion. Like I said, Charlotte Hornets, that commentator, you could tell that he has for that team. And I know he hurt, especially with LaMelo Ball getting traded, but we going to get into that later. But like I said, you just got to really have that true passion.
Y'all going to make me go Google him. I have no idea who y'all talking about.
Man, like, you don't know Eric. I love him. He basically, like when LaMelo, and that's why I say LaMelo was a good player, so when he does those little assists and stuff like that, you're like, oh my God, he could do it. You're like, he did it. And I'm back there, he did it,
For real, he be turned.
Yeah, y'all definitely going to make me have to go Google him.
Yeah, he be turned though, man. But Pulphus, last question I got before we get into sport, man. What's the ultimate goal for yourself? I know it's early. I know you still, getting started again, getting your foot in the door, still working. But for yourself in the future, where do you see this sports commentating thing taking? What's the end goal?
I'm gonna have to keep this, because that was a good question too, Solomon. Thing is, the goal is to, of course, be a commentator or a sports analyst or whatever. Like I said, with all being together, as long as you're in that communication field for a team, boom, you in there, because you can build your way up. That's the thing. So my main goal is now that I've been doing it with them, I'm gonna say this: never limit yourself. And what I mean by that is, when I first started this broadcasting network thing, because I was in class and, we were talking about sports, you talk every day with your teachers, after school and stuff. And he said, Javan, do you want to do this and stuff like that? He introduced me to the guy over the student broadcast network up there at State. I talked to him. He enjoyed it. He put me on. He got me with one of the guys that I do the commentary with now, Ty Goldman, and, we got on there. And, he give me pointers every time I did a commentary. I asked, how do I do this time? And he'll give me, legitimate stuff that was good and what I need to work on. And I'm okay with that.
That's cool.
Main thing is, I didn't ever let myself, I want to do the men's basketball team, but I ain't no doing the women's. I love women basketball now. Yeah. I always did. I always have, but I just never had to, because I didn't, we watched the girl play at Oklahoma and stuff, but, we like the girl playing. Now it's our turn. But now.
And when you was in school, let's just be real, the girls weren't good. So, like you said, we weren't watching them. Yeah.
And it's ironic how they had this outstanding season in Oklahoma this year. And I was over here commentating girls' games. I was like, you know what? Let me go to these games and watch these girls. Because, thing is, I don't grew to, now I need to know this stuff. Because the one thing about it is easier actually to commentate girls' games than men. Because, they play a little bit, they fast, but it's a little slow. Because they don't do fast breaks. They actually take their time and run their plays. Most time with guys, if the play mess up, boom, they doing something fast. Right. But with a girl, they finna set something back up. They see that shot clock, they finna set it up and they finna do something good. Like, I love the way they actually play. Because they actually take care.
Time,
so they'll say wherever it is for me though. Back to your question, not trying to get out, but just to get somewhere, whether it's women's basketball or men's basketball, just to be a commentator. Cause at first, I was saying for the longest, I'm gonna try to get with the Memphis Grizzlies. I was saying that, but I learned. I said that's part of going to college to learn. You just can't say I'm going somewhere, which is true. You have to see what's the best opportunity. It could be Charlotte or it could be New Orleans, Atlanta Dream, Angel Reese, wherever it is. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be the same Javan Pulphus. I'm gonna try to do what I can do. To be
do what you gotta do.
Commentary.
No, you right about that. Cause that's what I've been saying too, just about like keeping my options open. Cause I do want to be in front of the camera, but at the same time, like I said, with my majors teach you everything. So if I gotta start out behind the camera, that's cool. Like I said, just gotta keep your options open because there's a lot of opportunities in this field, not just something that you gotta hold yourself to one opportunity, one thing. Like you said, Stephen A. Smith, like how he started off with his radio show. Now he in front of TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's on
YouTube channel, exactly.
And he do something now. I saw on Instagram. And that's when he can be his authentic self. It's, you know, it's two ways. I say, when you natural, you have to be natural in front of the camera. You know, I have to watch him say.
Yeah.
When he authentic, when he's saying, you know, he's about, you know, when, you know what I'm saying. But he's doing good. I said, I really, you know, he's one. Like I said, he got to be top one for me because I say, you know, at that he's a black man and doing big things. You know.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts, man. But that's all the questions I got before we get into sports. If Toy got some more questions.
No, you pretty much answered everything. One more thing. And I know this is in the future. Masters, you gonna go get your masters? You gotta go get your masters, Pulphus.
You know,
you gotta go get it.
All right, I've been saying yes to that question. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back because the thing is, like I tell people all the time, if I get this bachelor's degree, well, it ain't no if. When I get this bachelor's degree,
that's right.
If I'm, no offense to where I work, but if I mean, it's no reason just having a bachelor's degree and come back to work at Dollar General. You know, just go. You know, go, you know. That's what we did, like past
Dollar General, right. It helped you get to it, and you always grateful. Because I tell people all the time, I worked at Taco Bell for 5 years. Always grateful for Taco Bell. Because it gave me this steady income right after I had him. I wasn't rich, but, you know, I was able to buy him the Pampers, him the phone. You know?
Yeah, it give you a start, you know what I'm saying, just to get started,
And that's why I don't let it go, because the thing is, you know, I love Dollar General, because that's how I get my food.
Yeah, like I say, it's a start.
You know,
it's a start.
And they have worked with you for since you've been in college. Right. So, shout out to Dollar General.
Facts.
Yeah, the market.
The one across the street from Grace.
Market for real.
But y'all boys ready to move to some sports now?
Yeah, we can talk about it long. Let's start, you know, from past to present. So going back to the NBA Finals, you know, for the people that saw the first episode back, the New York Knicks were your NBA Finals champions. Jalen Brunson, NBA Finals MVP. Man, what was your thought about that Finals?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. That final,
just in general.
It was a great finals. The thing is, I'm proud of Jalen Brunson. I am. He been at this for a while. Like, so, you know, I had told y'all that on the Instagram live. That whole New York team have been teams that have made it to that far push and they just fail at the end. So I was proud of all those guys because now they're finally getting a ring. And then, like I said, Jalen finally got that MVP. That'll put him up. And, you know, cause I think, is he a one-time All-Star?
Nah, I think
one time.
I think he more than one time.
Not mean, maybe 2 to 3.
Yeah.
So now that'll get him that exposure to where hey, now he can. This is a possible star. He's a star. This is a possible superstar.
Facts.
And you give him his exposure that he needed. You know what I'm saying? To get, you know, they were looking at New York. Oh, and I'm sorry. Let me say, shout out to Mike Brown. I took a picture of Mike Brown when he was like Golden State, and I hadn't posted that yet, but I am. He is like a coach. He's a head coach now. He has an NBA champion. He has an NBA champion.
And that was one reason I wanted the Knicks to win because of Mike Brown. Like you get you one as a head coach.
Because he has been same way with him. I said about the players. He has been around a lot of good teams.
A lot of good teams.
And
teams done him wrong.
Yeah. Like some Sacramento Kings and Aaron
He took them to the playoffs.
I didn't know who I knew Sacramento, but that team right there, they were actually giving people, you know, hell, you know what I'm saying, playing. So I was like, man, you know, if that would have took for him to leave and be a head coach, he a good one to me.
Look, let me tell y'all this. You see, this all goes back to what we just talked about, how we're talking about the past basketball and bringing it to the present basketball with Mike Brown. It goes back to what y'all just said about studying the game and watching the old game so you can have this type of conversation, you know.
That's how it is, but I enjoyed that finals. Like I said, I know Wemby, like you said, we mentioned this too. Basically, we mentioned all this in the live. Thing is, Wemby, you can watch every one of those games from game 1 to what they went to game 6? Game 5. So I'm sorry, it's been a while. Game 5. So every game that I watched with them, you saw the problem. They couldn't close out, and the main thing was they didn't make the best decisions. And that all comes from, like I said, inexperience. That's why I feel like having the San Antonio.
And that's inexperience across the board because there was times in those games where the head coach didn't even know what he wanted to do with San Antonio. Like, they were just out there.
Yeah.
And one thing Solomon said on the episode we did, the Knicks, they knew who they were going to go to.
Exactly.
They knew Jalen Brunson was going to be the one. Whereas the Spurs, it was like they all standing out there like.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't know who. They didn't know if Wemby's gonna be your best player, we need to establish that he's gonna be your best player and your closer.
Right.
Because on the Knicks, even though they got Karl Anthony Towns, even though they got OG, who's a 2-time champion now since he got one with the Knicks.
I forgot Toronto.
Exactly. Yeah. Even though they got all those guys, Mikal Bridges, who's the number 1 option with the Brooklyn Nets. Even though they got all those guys, they all know when it come down to it, Jalen Brunson is our star.
Yeah.
He's the guy that's gonna lead us to victory and gonna close out. So if all this fails, we putting the ball in his hand. And if anything, he gonna come get the ball. He ain't gonna force you to have to pass him the ball. He gonna say, just give me the ball from the jump. Like we ain't even gonna waste that time.
Right. And another thing I didn't understand, well, I think this was game 5 in that last possession. You don't have to guard them, the inbound player all the way, but you always keep an eye on that inbound player. That's how you lost that game. You let him go because you're worrying about Cat and Brunson, but you let that guy come out of bounds and he came and caught a line.
That was game 4. That tipping. Nah, you good.
That made me
exactly.
But yeah, and then I don't understand on that play. You had Wemby out there guarding Brunson instead of under the goal. Why? That didn't make sense to me, you know?
But like I said, Brunson is their closer. You worrying about him hitting that game winning shot. But you 7-5. Y'all already got the lead. You need to make sure if he miss, I'm finna get this rebound and secure this dub.
Yeah. And first of all, though, we got to talk about you shouldn't have let him come back from a 29-point lead. I mean, that's the first thing.
That goes back to what I said on that episode. They young. They inexperienced. Like, for one, and this is crazy because it's opposite. The Spurs, them first 3 rounds, they'll knock you out. Yeah, but as long as you don't stay down and keep fighting, at the end of the match, you going to pull out the victory because they don't know how to close it out. They don't like I said on the show, like Coach Clifton always told her, we got to learn how to kill a team.
That's it, yeah.
They don't know
he
how
said
to
all
kill
the time,
them. They don't know how to kill them. They can choke them all day long, but they ain't going to kill them. They ain't going to make sure they dead.
You got to make sure they dead,
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing about it, you know, even with them, with San Antonio, another thing that I had saw, it was funny. Those 3 rounds, like you said, they're not getting those 3 rounds. But when they went into that game 7 with OKC, that was their finals win, basically.
Yeah.
Like my uncle had said. That was it.
Yeah.
That did
it.
That did it for them.
But see, they go back to what me and Bean was saying. If they might as well just get rid of the whole East and West Conference thing, and let's just go general big bracket, and then what is
the top 16 teams?
Top 16 teams, and let's just do it like that.
Okay, trying be like a tournament type.
Like just get rid of the Eastern Western Conference as a whole, and then do the whole 132 team bracket. But you only take the top 16 teams.
I get it.
All the playoffs is the top 16 teams.
Yeah.
You just take the top 8 from the West, the top 8 from the East. So you just take the top 16 teams,
no matter what they play.
And then you just do a regular bracket. So 1 seed play 16 seed, you 2 play, you know what I'm saying, like that, and then we just play ball. Because me personally, I was one of the people that thought the Spurs was going to beat the Knicks in the finals.
I did too.
But
sorry,
I honestly do feel that the Thunder and the Spurs would have been a better finals matchup than watching the Knicks and the Spurs. I'm glad the Knicks won. It was entertaining. But the Knicks, I'm not going to say they dominated, but it's just like
the Spurs lost the same way 4 straight, 4 times. You lost the same way.
Like, and I'm glad, like, that just shows the Knicks, like, adversity and all that. But, like, if you beat a team by 30,
right,
and you let them come back, like, that's come on, I'm not giving you no remorse for that. Like, nah.
And then people going back to commentating, did you hear what Charles Barkley said? People gave him a hard time about this, but I understood where Charles was coming from. Charles said that was the dumbest basketball he had ever seen after that game. And people was caught saying he was wrong for that, but he wasn't. Because that was the dumbest basketball. As a head coach, how you not call a timeout and say, all right, boys, y'all, look, slow down.
Exactly.
You know?
And is Mitch really the head coach for that?
He's replaced Pop.
Got sick or whatever, they brought him in.
Okay, good.
But he's the actual
he's the official head coach.
And I'm going to go back to what you said. That's what I would have rather seen, too, because this is why I said it, because you're right. The Knicks won. A shout out to Jalen Brunson, all of them. Yes, I'm proud of them. But main thing is you didn't have really a finals because you didn't have a fight. If you had somebody that been experienced, we would have seen a cat would have been able to get down there and get dirty.
Exactly.
Right? This is Wemby we're talking about.
But at the same time, the Knicks did what they were supposed to do. They took their experience and their age and their veteran knowledge of the game and situational basketball and took and used it to their advantage. And they used that to beat the Spurs, knowing that the Spurs were young. They knew, okay, this young team, of course they gonna come out here. They young, they energized in their first finals. Like they excited. They turn.
Right.
You know, first finals in 53 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But once that adrenaline calmed down, you know,
can they handle the pressure?
Exactly. And they couldn't. They could not. They could not handle the pressure.
When that crowd, because they would always tell people, like with my cousin and stuff, when it's a good game and that crowd get involved, that's gonna show if you got it.
And that's the craziest thing about the game 4. Did none of the Knicks fans leave, and they were down 30 the whole game.
Right. Yes, none of them left.
The gym still packed, every seat full, and they already down 30.
Yep. And now people were saying, I was like, you know, there was an old time saying. They were saying when I was at work one day when they lost those 2 in San Antonio. They're like, hey bro, what you think? You know, you said the Spurs might get it. I said it's over. Like the over was like they ain't going to that garden and get out of there.
For real. But honestly, when he did win the first 2 games, I was like,
that was it. I said that was it.
Yeah, it was over with.
Cause I saw what type of way it was going. Cause like it's the inexperience. Cause like literally that game they gave the Wemby in game 2 to like
and
kill
he
it.
Missed the game.
He missed, and that was like, I said no, you don't take that shot. I thought you was gonna sit there and post up, and then you know.
I was listening to this coaching too because they could have drawn up a better play. The shot was a wide open, step into it, rhythm shot. But Wemby not no mid range.
Yeah, he not that guy. Yeah.
You're not Chris Paul. You don't shoot mid-range. You know what I'm saying? There what people don't understand. If you play basketball, you can say, man, I go out there and hit a little mid-range shot. But when you in the game, shooting that mid-range shot is one of the hardest shots in the game. Because for one, you too far away to put a little soft touch on there because it'll be short. But you're not far away to put as much power on it.
Right. Yes. You got that's why I like that shot. You know, I shoot that shot a lot, and I don't shoot it. I always use this hand right here to release it because you have to have a small touch. Exactly. And that way it makes it goes in.
And one thing I didn't notice about Shea, once he shoot his mid-range shot, he don't shoot it as soon as he get up. He get up and wait. He falls off, you know what I'm saying? Soft touch.
Cause really to be a good, that's why I was trying when I was playing. That's why I want to develop that, and that was the only thing I really didn't like shooting threes. When I developed that mid range, I found out like DeMar does it too. Yeah, that mid range shot basically is that hang time. It's not you shooting it. Cause when you shoot a 3-pointer, you're shooting it. You gotta have that hang time. Wait, boom. Exactly. Cause when you coming down just a tad bit, that's the release going in from the top. I say, and it's you know what I'm saying.
It just come with work. Like not saying Wemby can't make the shot, cause like he's in the NBA, he can make this shot. But if you're not working on that consistently, you just can't expect him to catch and just knock that down like that.
Kind of like a Demetrius. I mean, like a John Morant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, you shooting that and you don't. That's not your game. You know what I'm saying?
So like that's why I would have had him more so catching it closer to the basket. Yeah. You know, you 7'5", just throw it at the rim close enough to where you can catch it and just tip it in. Cause you jump up. You 7'5" with a 9-foot wingspan. Yes. You jump up, can't nobody block.
I don't know why he doesn't understand that though. Like it's plenty of things that he could have done to at least give Cat trouble. Like you had Cat basically, like Charles said, handling you. Like seriously.
But he did. That goes back to what I said on that first show right at the final. Wemby is a defensive liability because for one, the Spurs play 4 guard with Wemby just sitting in the back guarding the goal. And for 2, that's all he do. He roams and guard the goal. That's why Cat had all those wide open corner 3 opportunity. And he can shoot him. Cat was beating him off the dribble because I'm forcing you to step out because you're sitting in the paint. So you gonna bite for this pump fake. So once you bite for that, I'm just gonna drive
right.
And he doesn't have the balance ability to get in front.
That's why Chet could have did way more than what he did.
Baby,
Chet. What happened to him? I saw that. Yeah,
he got scared. Somebody said we was down at your grandma's house. I can't remember who it was. Somebody said it. Chet is in his head from when they gave him that award instead of Wemby. He's still like.
But it ain't even that though. Like they didn't have some good battles like they rookie season. Because Chet was hurt his whole rookie season. But Wemby's rookie season, Chet first official season, like they had some good battles.
Chet just I don't know what he did.
We wanted to see that then.
Chet was just.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But Jay, you said something when you had one live with us on Instagram after one of them games. I had asked you something about a player going to another team, and you said you don't like when these old veteran players go get with a younger team. And I never thought about it from that perspective before. But the San Antonio Spurs needed a Chris Paul or a veteran player, somebody that could have brought them in when they lost that 29-point lead and said, hey guys, you know, somebody with experience. You know what I'm saying?
And think about that. That's true. Let me say that. That is true. All right. That's what they need. Yes, what Miss Toya just said. That's exactly what they need. Something like that. But when it comes to those vets, like, it gotta be those type that's like the CP3 that basically know, hey, my time is coming up. Yeah. I'm not here to be a reliable factor. I'm here to tell you what's going on. Like, for instance, like they played something back in the. I mean, not back in the day. They played something back recently. Like when Wemby was probably his second or first year. You know, it was Edie trying to get the ball, and it was Chris Paul. He took his hands and put it Wemby hands on it, cause that's that smart, play of CP3. That's the veteran you need to know to show you. But a veteran like KD. What's another one? Like James Harden, those type of veterans that go to team just to steal try to be, not that. Yeah. I don't like that type of veteran leadership where you go and destroy a young core that can possibly build and be something like a San Antonio or like a what's the team coming up now that's gonna be good? OKC, like that. When you have that type, for instance, KD went back to OKC, they gonna take all that away from they just won a championship, and then you gonna mess that up. That's why I don't like that type of veteran.
Yeah, and I agree with you from that standpoint. I 100% agree.
Because like I said, it go back like with that Brooklyn, that hurt me because Brooklyn was actually finna make a run when they had the Spencer Dinwiddie, the Fro. They had a great team that year, and then when they came over, that messed that up, and they ain't had good. None of them hadn't had a good career since. Russell, I ain't heard nothing from him. Dinwiddie, I don't know where he at. I know Allen over there. He getting snubbed over there in Cleveland over there. So I mean, those guys had. That's what I'm saying.
They had Jared Allen during that time. He was Cavaliers. And then
you know what I'm saying.
You right about that.
I just don't like that.
Giannis, we gonna talk about Giannis, but every time we talk about the Nets, though, I gotta bring this up because it's just so crazy how history could have been so different if KD wouldn't have been on the line. Like
it hit big toe.
Everybody talk about their Nets team like they wasn't an inch away from being in the conference finals. Like they said the team trash, but they was in the second round.
They actually, because that was that year. I actually watched that game.
That's the year Giannis won.
They won. Yeah, and that's really why they won.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's so crazy how history is so like that. One thing can change the way history is. Cause if KD put it behind the line, not saying the Brooklyn Nets win the championship,
right?
But
they are in the Eastern Conference Finals playing the.
Who was it then?
Who did they play?
I don't want to say Miami.
Who they playing?
It wasn't Miami. Who did the Bucks play? Because they played
the Suns. Because that's when
they played the Suns in championship.
No, that was it was the Heat. It was Miami.
Okay.
It was Miami.
So they played. So we got the Nets versus the Miami Heat.
Because they went Jimmy Butler.
KD.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Like, that's a matchup we didn't get to see.
Exactly. Then if the Nets win that, we got Nets versus Phoenix Suns. Now I do feel the Phoenix Suns beat them in that finals.
Yeah.
I feel like the Heat beat them in the Eastern Conference Finals to get to the finals. But, we just never know how that would go.
But that just goes back to show we were watching, it was the 10-year anniversary of the Cavaliers coming back from 3-1 when they beat Golden State. Mm-hmm. And we were watching that game 7. Man. And Solomon was like, what if Bron hadn't blocked this shot? Yeah. What if the Warriors would have won? What they would have when it got KD?
They probably wouldn't have. You think
I don't know because I didn't. Because Toya had told me something I didn't even know. I didn't know that they went and got KD because they didn't feel like they could beat the Cavs.
But I thought that was his decision to go over there.
But you remember they said Draymond called him right after that game.
They lost,
and said we need you.
If the Warriors don't get KD,
you don't get what you.
I do feel that they win 2017. 2018,
nah. I said the same.
Because Solomon, he says 2018 was the best run that we have seen.
That was the year he went in. Was that the year with Toronto and he beat the Pacers by himself too?
Yeah,
that year. That was
2018 was Bron's best year. Because for one, he was in his best shape physically.
He said that before.
And he was in his best shape
mentally. And he said that before.
He was bullying the industry basically.
Like, he was the best all around. Because like if you break it down, you go to Cleveland and Miami, Bron. He was just raw. Like, that's just raw physicality, raw talent.
And he was young, too.
But when he went to Miami, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh taught him that mental side of the game. And then when he went to Cleveland, he just took that down there with him. Plus all the raw ability that he already had. You know what I'm saying?
That was the best Bron.
And he said that before. I think it was the podcast he had with Steve Nash. He was like 2018 Bron was the best Bron.
So I remember that when they were Curry in there too when they talked that.
He was the best Bron. They're like That's why the Raptors really only got one championship
because of LeBron.
Because like I told you, 2019 Raptors was probably one of the coldest teams around here. You had Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, Marcus Gasol. That's your starting five. You got Siakam coming off the bench. OG Anunoby coming off the bench.
That was the team.
They had a whole bunch of players coming off the bench.
Danny Green.
The Raptors were cold.
If Kawhi had to stay.
And even before then, they were still cold. Even though they wasn't winning, because they had to go through Bron. You had Kyle Lowry, you had
DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Norman.
Every year, but you can't get
past Bron.
Like the team was good.
Same thing with the Indiana Pacers when they had Paul George, David West. Lance Stevenson. Yeah, they could not get past Bron in the East.
And that's how good he really was. Because the thing is, Bron used to hurt feelings. I used to say about them. He'll basically like you'll probably get one game, but you ain't getting 2 or 3. Because he'll beat you on next 2 and show you, hey, I'm here.
The Pacers series though, the Pacers. The Heat just had Braun and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. That Heat team was
Ray
cold.
Allen coming.
That Heat team was cold. Shane Battier, Norris Cole, Michael Torm,
Mario Chalmers.
And that take me back really. And with me, like I said, I am a Grizzlies fan, but thing is, man, that's probably why we don't got a championship. Because we lost to KD. I don't even know we would have beat. If we would have beat them, I don't even think we would have beat Brown.
And that first year the Warriors won championship.
They had to go through Memphis.
But that was a good series.
That was a great series.
But Memphis went back.
That was the grit grind. Tony Allen, Zebo.
I can't lie though. That series, that's when Steph really turned up.
Yeah.
That's when Steph Curry became like
the Steph Curry.
That boy was doing it.
I don't know. I think, and really, I tell you this all the time. They be like, "You just Mike was hurt in that series, but he hurt his ankle. But if Mike had his ankle like healthy and healed, that probably
that Grizzlies team was cool though."
Speaking of Mike wouldn't be a bad fit for the Spurs just for the leadership, leadership. But let me tell you one thing I hate about the Grizzlies. I always say this is why the Grizzlies can't win now. They fired Lionel Hollis. Lionel Hollis had them boys coming up back when they was playing the Spurs in that first round. And then they got rid of him. They did him wrong. So that's why I always like to say, that's why the Grizzlies can't win.
Yes, and that's another thing I hate. And I can tell you what happened with that, because I did the research on that one time. They said what it was that player coach. They were disagreement. They had they said Gasol.
I've heard that before.
They said Gasol. Now Conley loved all his coaches. Now that's why I love Mike Conley. That's why he's my favorite player. Because the thing is, he is chill and he basically he handles business whatever he got to do. But Gasol on the other hand, he wanted to win. Yeah, he got that defensive player of the year, I think that year too. Yeah. And he and that coach had they had
internal
conflict.
Stuff. Yeah.
And I said, man, no, that's your coach. You supposed to, this is, you gotta be professional. That's why as a professional lead, that little stuff, fighting and stuff, you gotta let that go. You know what I'm saying? And you had something good, but when stuff like that happen, you never go back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right. But like with Memphis, they had it. They got the potential's there.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, man. They missing that one, and it might start with the head coach, because you gotta have a head coach that's gonna represent that culture for your team. Like Memphis, they gotta have that grit and grind team. Like
because Memphis is grit and grind.
Yeah. That's why I tell everybody. That's why I love Memphis. I think when I hear folks talk about Memphis, like the town itself, it's fighting and stuff. I said, Mike Conley used to walk those streets every day and say, man, just the people, they know when we come through, we the players, they know that to hurt us. And that's true. And Rudy Gay said that. Yeah. We can walk down in town. None of that'll happen because they know we got a game partner that week or the day up. You know what I'm saying?
Like, but see, that would be making me mad when people talking about like Memphis and like Mississippi, places like that. Just like, bro, it's killing, fighting, shooting everywhere in the world. Yes. Just because you hear about it more down here don't mean it ain't happening where you staying at.
I know you love Braun, but sitting on the Nashville ain't gonna do nothing. That's not gonna do anything.
Now, I did not agree with that. I did not agree with him. I mean, let's stay in Memphis. Memphis is And I'm with you. I am a fan of the old Memphis Grizzlies, the grit and grind. Like I said, the Tony Allen, the Zebos, the Mike Conley. I mean, that was real life. Rudy Gay, that was real life Memphis Grizzlies.
And that when I became a fan.
Yeah, and I feel like that team embodied the heart of Memphis.
Exactly.
You
like
know, so
and they stay around too. Like those guys, they come back. Like
Tony Allen still be up there.
And that's why I hate this team we had. Draymond said this on his podcast. I hate that it just went away because I mean, they just needed time. Like look at, I mean, Dylan's scoring 30 now. Bane's scoring 30.
Yeah, time though.
Thank you.
Time. But Ja gotta get his mind right.
Ja gotta get mind.
I ain't blaming it all on Ja, but at the same time, like
he gone.
You can't be
where
doing
you think
no
he
crazy
gone?
stuff like that.
I don't let him say that, and I know I'm a fan.
Wherever he go, Memphis gotta get everything.
See that but this what don't happen now. That's what they tried to do in the beginning. Nobody wanted. They feel like his value don't drop now.
Because of his off the court behavior, it has.
Like he don't been think about it. He don't been turned down by some of the worst teams. Even the Pelicans need a guard now. They didn't even want him.
It's gonna depend. They gonna have to. The Memphis gonna have to sit down and make it sound amazing.
Yeah,
amazing. Like because teams will take that chance from Ja. Because when he playing.
Yeah.
He's a walking 25 and 8.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? Easy. But like I said, just dealing with that
off the court
stuff. But I feel like if you take him out of that Memphis environment, because this is just me personally. I don't think there's ever been a bigger star in Memphis that's been as big as Ja. You know what I'm saying?
I can agree with
because
that.
Ja was bringing out Moneybag, all the rappers, all the famous people in Memphis, like, you know, not saying that like he got to be around them, you know what I'm saying?
But I get like, where you going with this.
He was the biggest star to really come through Memphis Grizzlies franchise. Like, this is like not like you know what I'm saying, present day, like president.
Okay,
now,
okay, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Not kind of like back then.
Okay.
Right now,
like last 5-10 years, like that was the biggest.
He gave us.
Had come through.
He basically, and that's why I love him. Because the thing is, he gave us that. Like I said, Memphis needs that exposure. He had we ain't never had a player get a shoe deal.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So. He just got caught up. You know what I'm saying?
Got caught up in the lifestyle.
You already in Memphis. You an NBA star. Got all this money, but you in Memphis, so you got to think about it. All right. You bringing in all these rappers and all that. They in the hood still. They got money. They still
hood.
Yeah. He'll stand in the mansion and you. I mean, he said. I mean, you heard what he said. It's a parade inside the city. I mean, I guess how you. I mean.
So like, you know, you an NBA player, but. You around these rappers where you listen to their music, they talking about killing, selling drugs.
Shoot, they talking about they on 3rd Street in Memphis. Let me go to 3rd Street. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got the money to be kicking it with.
But thank you. He got like Kevin Garnett said, and that one thing about him, you can do that's a lifestyle. It is.
Yeah.
But you got to understand what's getting you the bread.
Yes.
This is that's their career.
Exactly.
Yours is right here.
Like I said, with the old guys, they doing what they gonna do, but get what? They still in the studio rapping, putting them albums out, getting that money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you still gotta be on the court, produce it, know what you gotta do so you can play and stay healthy and get your money.
Yep.
I miss JJ.
Jared Jackson. Y'all had a good team.
Why did y'all get rid of JJ, man?
They said it was either it always had been who you gonna get rid of, Ja or Jaren.
Yep.
I put it on Snapchat. I said keep Jaren because even when Ja was there, you was paying him that money. He wasn't playing street clothes. That's what he was. Street clothes Ja.
Yep.
But Jaren out there don't play the whole. Jaren Jackson played a whole full 2 seasons on his own. He didn't ever start a season out because y'all always heard him. I don't know what happened on his off seasons. But he always hurt in the beginning of the season. When he come back, he playing that whole playout wherever they go. But Ja always, Ja didn't play seasons in the beginning and in the end. Yep. And you know, thing I said, you give him, and they saying he's the franchise. Okay, I understand because the way he plays. Yes, he is a 25. He said 25 and 8.
25 and 8.
Jaren Jackson doing that now, getting 25. Now he can't get many rebounds, but he getting you back 30 or 25 plus, and he's actually playing. He getting the chemistry with these guys off the bench that's coming out with the Santiago Damos and all that. So to me, I said Jaren is your franchise.
I would have kept Jaren too.
They traded him. They said it was either Ja or Jaren, and they chose Ja.
I would have went on the direction of Bane and Jared Jackson Jr.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Solomon.
But
I'm gonna let you talk.
But Bane was ready to get out of there.
He was. You think?
He was ready. He said it. He was ready.
I sure did. Yeah, he did.
Like he was talking about the facilities and all that.
And that made me so mad.
That's another thing. He talking about the facilities. the ownership group, you gotta invest.
Facts.
You got to invest. You got to make people want to come to Memphis. You know.
Let's go back to what we said when we was talking about that. Like Stephen A. said, yeah, we don't like that he said it, but he's not wrong. Superstars
He's not
don't
wrong,
want to go to Memphis.
bro. Like you said, I didn't like what Bron said, but he's not wrong. What makes you want to go to Memphis? If just looking at the facilities, I mean the FedEx Forum. Let's keep it real. Like we go to FedEx, but it could use some upgrade. You know,
it could be upgrade. That is true. But this what I was told to people too. Like when Brown was saying that is true. You don't play. Of course, to me, I said you have to know to be in the situation. So for instance, he was talking about the hotel rooms, the facilities and all that. My thing is you have to know the culture and the history to know why. I mean, the reason why it had about 2 windows, but the reason why it don't have windows is underground. Yeah. Everything that handles in Memphis is mostly it's a freight place. Memphis is like a freight construction place. So everything they do is possibly underground. So I was telling people all the time, like when Bane was saying that about the windows, I like, dude, you can go to those Californias and those Orlandos and all these other teams. They got all this stuff true. Yeah. But it's the culture of why Memphis is like that. That's why the jerseys, that people like, look at the jerseys. I said, no, yeah, it's every jersey they wear has a meaning behind it. Yeah. Shipping bins. That's the main thing in Memphis.
Yes, yeah.
It is. So
FedEx Forum. I mean, look what they do.
Yeah. So all that is a culture of why Memphis is that way. So like I said, you can't talk about me like they always say. I mean, Bron is 6'8". Or 6'9", I don't know which one he is. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to sleep in a normal hotel bed anyway. Wherever you go.
Wherever you go, yeah.
Wimby, you're 7'4". Why are you complaining? You had to get your bed specially made for you to sleep at night.
Yeah. But that's any type of bed. He can't even sleep. Yeah. He got to get a regular bed.
That's too funny. That's a good.
I ain't never heard nobody like for instance. I mean, who's okay? I ain't heard Chris Paul complain. He's 6 foot. He don't sleep good at night. Yep. In Memphis. And don't kill us plenty of times when he was in LA. Who else didn't complain? Anthony Edwards finally complained, but AE used to didn't complain.
I mean, people just knock Memphis like said like
it's Memphis.
It's Memphis.
And look how close they are to Mississippi.
Right. Exactly. And that's why I don't want them league outside. That's how I don't see these stars. I don't see Gunners up close because of the fact that they play at that form.
Yes. From that angle, that us being so close to Memphis allows us to go see LeBron and Giannis and Steph. And you might say, well, we still go to Atlanta, but Atlanta is a 5-hour drive. You can drive about 2 hours to Memphis. You know,
and you can and then you can have a fun day there. Like you can just watch the game and do something. You ain't gotta get back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta get back home.
From their perspective, yes, I do not. I don't want them to leave Memphis anyway, but. They can update. That's closer. Yeah. They could It's some stuff that could be done.
I'm like, they can do that. Yeah. Though. They can do that. And I think they doing good. Cause now they got to when I went last time, I went to go watch Wimby in person. Actually, they don't got it to where now they don't stop. This is how they gonna stop this crime. When the game going on, you can't be on Bill Street. Yeah, they got that. Okay. Now that is good, and they got it all blocked out. And when it's over, the game over with, the players get what they got to get to. They open Bill Street up, eat. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff.
Do what you gotta do. Yeah.
Yeah, and some of those places close early. I found out. When it's game day. So that's how that'll help.
To bring the season more into it, and you have to do little stuff like that.
Right. So, but since we speaking on the Grizzlies, man, know the draft just happened.
Yep.
How you feel, Cameron, Caden, Booz, whatever the Booz twin and went there. How you feel about it? Number 3.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited because I'm starting to start the franchise up. That's why I said start it back over. That's why I said give it a. I love Ja. Give it a Ja. Start over. I mean, you got Edie Young. See, that's what I think what happened to us with that coach. They didn't like that coach, Jared. I mean, I ain't gonna say Jared. John now, they had conflict with that coach. You've been under Taylor Jenkins since you've been in this league. It is hard to switch coaches like that. It is. And the thing is, I understood that. But now, I like what you're doing. New coach. These guys won't play in time. Gigi Jackson, Jalen Will, all these guys, Cedric Coward. They new coach. Build around what he says. Get back in it. Get rid of Ja. Now you can keep Santi Aldama, but I want all that from Taylor Jenkins gone because that's what they kept on. They held on to Taylor Jenkins, and that's what happened. So you telling this coach,
could move on.
You telling this coach we didn't used to do it this way. No, that's part of it. You do what he says.
He's the new head
I don't care what Taylor said. I'm sorry, Taylor, but I know, but I don't care what Taylor said. You gotta do what Easy say.
He's the new coach. It's his system now, so you gotta listen to what he's saying.
Work with it,
adjusting the depth.
And that what happened. Ja couldn't work with it, so like I said, hey, they trying to trade him now. Like I said, once you do that, Cam Boozer, he ready.
Yeah.
To me, like, he ain't ready yet, but get that experience.
Yeah.
But
We got
his
this young
daddy
team.
in his ear too, telling him what to do to get
And
ready.
he want,
you know?
and that's a shot. Most of the stars we don't have, they have to get drafted. That's what I always say. So he wants to be there. He wants to make his name. This is a good place to start.
Good place to start off. Yeah, like you said, like you said, got the new coach in New York. Like, y'all got some good young pieces there. And I feel like a team will take a chance on Ja. You just got to make it sound good. And
I'm scared.
you can't ask for too much. Because like I said, his value has gone down, but you got to at least give me a player in the draft.
They want
to.
They want those first, and that's why Memphis so small. We got so many first round draft picks now, and that's what they want from Morant. That's
what you got to build on. Because look at the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
All them draft
picks they got.
That trade just got finalized with this past draft. They had first round.
And that was a trade 10, 15 years ago when Paul George.
But probably been about 7 to 10 years though, realistically though, for real. Because Shea 27. He started out with the Clip. He got drafted to the Clippers.
He showed did.
So let's say he was the Clip when he about 21, 22. Got traded at 22. He 27, 28 now. So it's about 5 years. Yeah.
But it seemed like it was so long
But
ago.
think about what they got from. They got Chet. They got Jalen Williams. They got the other Jalen Williams. They got
because the Clippers traded Shea.
What's his name?
Joe. Exactly.
But he got traded, but they had Joe. They
drafted
him.
Then they had all the other assets that they drafted and traded to get players like Alex Caruso.
Yeah. So Pulphus, my boy Brun, he a free agent, unrestricted free agent. Where you think he going? He staying in LA or he gonna finish out in Cleveland?
I say he'll go.
Cause LA, to me, LA showing they don't want him.
They don't want him. Go home.
They don't want
wasting time.
I would say Cleveland. He need to go back to Cleveland. Cause he don't have to. Cause I think he got probably about 3 more years in him. But
3?
You don't think he got 3 more?
I really think this gonna be it. After this is last season, after this upcoming season, this is it.
I think Braun is gonna retire and they gonna come on ESPN like I said, breaking news in the middle of us watching some old hardwood classic NFL game. They gonna cut everybody TV off the Braun.
Done it.
Walking in, putting their chair down, all his highlights in the back. From 18 years old.
Look, they might even change.
The league.
They might even change that reel from dun. They like do.
I'm telling you, that's how they gonna come in. And they gonna have his highlights from when he drafted high school. He gonna from 18 years old.
Yeah, they gonna hurt me right there.
Playing 23 years in the league, number 1 in scoring, number 1 in minutes played. Like I'm telling you, that's exactly how it's gonna go.
That's how it's gonna
go. Don't do it, son. Don't do it like that. Don't do it that way.
Braun gonna retire.
So
he too big to have a Instagram post. I'm finna retire. Like no.
This was gonna happen. So you remember how we was all in the room watching TV when that Anthony Davis trade happened, and Bean had his phone. Bean was like, "What?" That's how we gonna be at the house. We gonna and everybody's phone gonna go off. We gonna be like, "Bruh."
I'm like, I told y'all. I knew what going on. I know the script, man. Yeah. Braun too big of a player for him just to like say I'm done. Like not just to say I'm done, but like just to make it like a little calm post like
PJ Tucker did.
Too big.
It's
like really Braun, Steph, and KD, they all gonna be too big just to make a simple look.
They gonna make documentaries. They gonna do all kinds of stuff on TV. Yeah, they gonna fix that up real good.
And honestly, I like Braun, Steph, and KD. I like their off the court relationship. And I know people give them a hard time talking about they friends off on the banana boat, when they was doing. Right. But and they be like, Jordan them didn't do that. But how do we know? Social media wasn't popular back then. Exactly. So how do we know they weren't hanging together in the off season? Because you might say, well, I know because Jordan ain't gonna tell you everything.
What I'm saying? He don't talk. He sure don't talk.
If people gotta understand, like. Yeah, it's a competitive sport. You want to win, but at the same time, these regular people. At the end of the day, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm competitive. Like, I want to get ahead of the next guy, but at the same time, I'm not finna downplay them or disrespect or talk bad about them just because I want to be in a better position for myself. No,
or if we truly vibe when we get together and friends, I'm not finna be friends with you because we play on 2 separate teams.
Exactly. Like, when it's on the court, like. I want to beat you, but outside, man, you my dog. Like, we chilling.
Yeah, like a prime example, That's why I said social media is so it's just crucial. You know what I'm saying? Like they did they had went LeBron and went golf. They went to go play golf, and Kyrie didn't come. They thought Kyrie had some type of animosity towards his old team, and he said, "No, I just couldn't make it." I mean, that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Part of it.
Social media, everybody talking about some. Oh, Kyrie don't want to be.
You know what I'm saying? They even joke like when J.R. Smith had he went back. He like I don't talk about it still to this day because bros did Matt, but they were just having fun. That's part of it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a part of the brotherhood you have outside of the NBA.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Exactly. But let's get into it.
Giannis to the Heat. And for the people that don't know Pulphus, I don't know if you know this, but if y'all watch podcast, y'all know right now Giannis is my favorite NBA player in the league. Like I don't have no favorite team, but Giannis is my favorite player, and I just say that because I like how he give 120% every game, every time he's on the floor. It's never a question of Giannis gonna play hard. There's never a question.
True.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Then, but I'm sorry.
No. I'm gonna say the Giannis, Bobby Portis, and went to the Heat.
And then the
Bucks got Tyler Hero,
Tommy Hawkwood Jr., Khalil Weir, and like
some draft picks.
Ooh.
What you think about it?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna need y'all help then, cause this is how I feel about that when I saw that. It's the fact that Bam and Antetokounmpo is on that team. Cause what I mean by it, I see it may work. It's gonna work because they're gonna make they stars. They're gonna find a way for it to work. My thing is, Giannis relies on that inside. But Bam, who gonna pop out? Is Bam gonna pop out? Who?
But Bam can pop out though.
Bam can shoot. Like that's what see, and this is why Bam one of my favorite players too, because he's so underrated. Bam only 6'9", 6'10". That's what people don't understand. He's 6'10".
Oh, he not 6'11"?
No, Bam like 6'9", 6'10".
I thought that man was tall.
Maybe 6'11" on a good day. Like he came in the league measurement 6'10". And like for a center, you like 6'10" is a big person for everybody. But in the NBA, 6'10"
that's undersized.
Undersized for center. But that will make it work. He can put the ball on the floor. He can step out and knock that three down. He can, post you up down there and get the rebound because he's quicker than you and get to those spots. But that's why I feel like it's going to work. Okay. Because Giannis can dominate inside too, but Giannis has developed that confidence and shoot that mid-range.
Man, I've been showing. I've been seeing that.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as what's the Heat name? What's the Heat coach name?
Eric Spoelstra.
Spoelstra,
right?
Yeah. E. Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's going to do a great job of making it work.
I think he will too. Let me tell y'all something else too. Of course, the Bucks released Giannis' brothers, and now they're with the Heat too. Yeah. So his brothers are with the Heat too.
Again.
No way.
That goes back to what I said on that other show. Well, if you getting Giannis, you gotta bring with you. Yeah.
So they saying Alexandros over there too.
Yeah, all
well, not all of whichever ones that was on the Bucks.
Oh yeah, so Thanasis and that's good.
Thanasis was actually with the Bucks, and his other brother with the Bucks G League team.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him though. He was actually in their rotation. Thanasis was. He was pretty good, but he just went down all of a sudden.
But they
Giannis and Bron in the same situation. Bron's just bringing his son, and Giannis
bringing his brother.
That makes sense then. But think about that, I'm glad that he's over there. So I didn't know that Bam could just pop out. So Bam, like I said, Bam pops out and handle that outside. I mean, he can go on the inside too, but you gotta leave that for Giannis.
83.
Yeah.
Bam gonna get you some buckets.
Yeah.
But listen, so it was rumored that Giannis was gonna go to Boston.
I saw that too.
But Boston, the Bucks wanted more than what the Boston was offering.
The thing Boston was offering was Jaylen Brown.
Was Jaylen Brown.
No draft pick, Jaylen Brown.
And the Bucks said that ain't enough because we build it, which I agree.
It's not enough because you get rid of Giannis and you got to build. That's why they was looking for young guys to come in.
And that's why they get those picks. When you go through a rebuild like we doing, when you go through a rebuild, you got to have those picks because you never know when a good draft class is come right.
You got to pin on the
And I don't learn that now because now I used to look at it like how I used to be. I said, man, we get like Vince when they want to trade job with the Kings. I said, man, we gonna get Levine probably or DeMar DeRozan. I've been wanting DeMar DeRozan for the longest in Memphis, but now I said, no, it ain't about those old cats anymore. About these new cats coming in.
So because like I said, me personally, Giannis to the Heat, that's cool, but the Bucks kind of won the trade because you get Tyler Hero, that's former 6th man of the year. I just knocked that. Former 6th man of the year was carrying the most of the majority scoring load with the Miami.
Yeah.
And then you get Jaime Jaquez Jr., who just came in like 2-3 seasons ago from UCLA, a good little bench guy. You know what I'm saying? Khalil Ware, who this is second season, he like 7 foot down.
They got some stuff to build on.
Exactly.
They getting the foundation
to build on top of what they already got.
Before we end this show, one more trade we need to talk about. LaMelo.
I'm glad you said that.
I forgot he did get traded to Minnesota.
I hope y'all mention that one too. But I'm ready for that. And that goes back to what we were talking about in the beginning. Ant-Man is one of those ones that in that book. He'd have been there. He done been to that Western Conference Final twice, and he just couldn't get over the hump.
He needs help. I think he needs help.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I want Ant to get him one, but I don't even care about him losing. I just like watching Ant in the playoffs because he's giving you what your superstar supposed to give you in the playoffs. He gonna talk that noise. He gonna take that shot. He gonna want the ball in the clutch moment and put the team on his back like your superstar supposed to do in those big moments, in those big games.
Win, lose, or draw, he want it on him.
Exactly.
They'll call him a
That's
superstar.
what you want.
That's what you want. Yeah.
Me personally, I just don't agree with them going away from Cat and keeping Rudy and going to get Julius Randle because Rudy Gobert is I never liked Rudy.
You did?
Never.
Know.
You don't like Rudy?
I don't at all. Like folks talking about defensive players.
Yeah, that's why I like him.
Even when I was watching him, I never saw defensive player of the year. I saw a person that can get rebounds and block about 2 shots a game.
Yeah.
I think why they gave it to him, because this is what people don't. I did why I used to tell him that. You know, he used to get out there and guards. He used to get out there and he'll scrap with them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was
but
pretty.
But now I don't. I would have kept Cat. Me personally,
I would have kept a champion.
I would have kept Cat. Like you definitely still would have had to bring somebody else in around, but I would have trusted Ant, Julius Randle, and Cat more than I trust Ant, Julius Randle, and Rudy. Yeah. Because Rudy not gonna score no points on offense.
Not at all.
And then you can't rely on Julius Randle to give you 20 because he be in his feelings most of the time.
You know what? Speaking of that, on First Take the other day, they brought up a very good point. They said Julius Randle. They were talking about Julius Randle and Jaylen Brown. Yeah. Jaylen Brown can go to a team and be that number one guy that he wants to be.
Exactly.
Julius Randle, he wants to be it, but can't be that number one guy.
Because, for one, I don't know if, because it's just me watching. I don't know what he be feeling like enough. But when I'm watching Julius Randle, some game, like,
what is he?
When they played the Warriors, they like when they first, not this past season, but like his first year with the Timberwolves. When they played the Warriors, man, Julius Randle was the best player on the Timberwolves that series. But then they went to that next series and they couldn't even score 15 points.
That's just, they said that on First Take too. They was like regular season this past basketball season, Julius Randle was dominating. Getting to the playoffs, it's like he disappeared.
It's like this game right here, he'll play hard, give you 120%. But then this game right here is like, what you doing? Like you're not even trying no more.
And Kendra Parkers was like, Julius Randle, you need to take a look in the mirror. Like he was like, whoever his team is around him, they need to tell him, like, bruh, what is going on? You know,
from having to respect the Kobe Bryant. When you with the Lakers, when you standing up to Kevin Garnett, now you getting traded to the Nets.
Yep.
Yeah. Like to the Nets. They looking at you like, man. Yeah. For nobody. The Timberwolves didn't even get nobody.
They didn't get nothing.
They traded you for nothing.
Nothing, yeah. And I don't know what's wrong with the thing. Well, I didn't ever understand his style of play. Like, basically, every team he don't mean to, well, I don't really remember much of that Laker Julius Randle because he was a bucket.
Like in the beginning, the Lakers Julius Randle, he really didn't like. He had the little mid-range.
He was young,
but he was more so in a paint bully ball. Then he went to New York. That's when he really started developing on ball.
Because he got sixth man of the year in New York.
3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? Mid-range. He went to New York for a little minute.
So is he a forward? He a power forward. I don't know what he does. I like that how bad. I don't even know what's his role in the game because he just be out there kind of to me.
He does. Yes. But Timberwolves, they line up just so.
It was terrible.
Like because you got Ant, you got let's say you got Mike Conley, Ant, them your guards. But then you got Julius Randle and Jay McDaniels. Jay McDaniels 6'10".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
tall, long, and lanky.
And so what you can play him at the 3, but you can put him at the 4 too. But you got Julius Randle at the 4, and then you got Rudy that's clogging up the paint because he can't shoot. So you don't want to just have it so congested up. And then you got Ant that he can shoot, but he want to attack. He trying to get downhill.
Attack, yeah.
So I wonder if they keep Rudy just for the defense. You think that's what they do? I think that's why they do it.
Probably just to have a reliable big.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then they got rid of Nas Reed, and that was
Oh no,
they got rid of Nas Reed.
I forgot about that.
For the ball boy. Yeah.
So who are they gonna have at that forward then?
Bro, I think they gonna have to go Jay McDaniels at the 4. They gonna have to.
I hate that.
I don't understand why they signed Ayo.
That boy from
That's
Chicago.
what I'm saying. They signed him for 5 years, $112 million.
Just cause he had that one good spark, they know better.
Bro, for one, he was a role player in Chicago. Never was a star because you really didn't hear about him. And then he come to Minnesota, have one game. Now you making $100 million.
Yeah.
He's set for life off one game.
Off one game. Yep.
Like, that's
crazy.
crazy.
Before we leave, Pulphus, you said you got into women. You into women basketball now. What you thinking about the WNBA now?
I'm enjoying it. Is what I mean by this is I'm glad you mentioned that because that's what they need, that exposure. They need exposure too. And I was down for whatever it takes to, because I even watch the games now because I remember when Tierra McCarron got drafted.
Mississippi State, baby.
Because she was a beast in college.
Yes.
And
she's back in the league. She was overseas, but I think she's back now.
She's back now. Yeah, and they actually traded her. But she's not with the Wings, and I think she went to I ain't gonna say she went. I think she's not with the Mercury. I don't know. She went to another team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And now you got these young cats coming in like Caitlin Clark. Now, the only thing I don't like about Caitlin Clark now, why is she can't stay out the flow?
She's out Saturday. I just saw on social media she won't be playing Saturday when they play the Sparks because of her back. Caitlin Clark.
She can't get out the floor.
Yeah.
I want you to play basketball like you played in Iowa. I want to see you hurt people, punish them out there like you were doing. You on the floor now in this WNBA.
Doing all that flopping.
Angel Reese, she flopping a lot now. No, I want you to play it like you played in LSU. What's that girl name?
Fly J,
LSU, and the other girl. Don't tell me her name. Cardoso, whatever.
Camila Cardoso.
You was a dog over there with them Gamecocks. What's going on?
Yeah.
Y'all are supposed to bring this spotlight out for this WNBA.
But you know what? Speaking of that, I'm going to tell you who's bringing it out. And it's not that I'm being biased because y'all know how I feel, but Cody McMahon.
Oh, yeah.
Cody is bringing it from when she left at Ole Miss. She brought it to the Washington Mystics.
But even with the rookie though, Olivia Miles.
Olivia Miles.
From Notre Dame and college straight into the league, rookie of the year, MVP candidate.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you somebody else who's quietly doing it too. Raven Johnson from South Carolina. She with Indiana with Caitlin in the league.
But we've been saying this though. Everybody in the world that's watching the game and watching WNBA, they see this too coming. These young girls that coming up, they gonna be way better than all
better.
Because
look at this. Who we're talking about now compared to when it first. I told Solomon this the other day. I remember when the WNBA first started, when we had Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lolo, Cheryl Swoops, those ladies, Tina Charles.
Because we were talking about that, we was watching the LA Sparks game because it was the anniversary,
the 30th anniversary,
inaugural WNBA game.
Yeah, like how they did that 75th thing.
And then the crazy thing is, LA Sparks won that game.
We watched two WNBA games. They were very good. Yes, they were very good.
And like I said, that's the thing. I wouldn't mind working for them either. WNBA. If I it's just getting in, commentating somewhere. I told my mom this one day, if I get a WNBA team and commentate, I'll probably be there probably straight forever. Because
like the WNBA is
because they need people. Like the thing is, because that's the thing, but they need people to like. It ain't just the players; it's the commentator. Like we talk about Eric Collins, it's the commentator, it's the media, all that marketing, all they need to get over there. Like Shaq said, he down for it. All they need to get over there so they can be just as entertaining as this league.
Because WNBA got girls that
they can play. Look at Asia.
Exactly. And like I said, it was just rare that night they had two games on ESPN.
Yeah. And we watched both of them, and both of them were very good games. Washington had to come back and win.
LA came back by like down 20 points.
Yeah. What's the girl name? Her sister commentated on ESPN.
She hit the game shot.
Yeah, she hit the game winning shot. I mean, it's interesting, and I love Paige, what she's bringing to the game. I mean, these girls, young ladies, women, they are bringing the aggressiveness they bring with it.
That grit and like I said, they want to have that entertainment.
I'm gonna tell y'all who my low key favorite WNBA player is though. Alicia Gray.
Yeah.
I mean, that little country bumpkin.
Yeah, she be hooping.
Hey, she be hooping, yes.
So. And you just said she got the passion for it.
Yes,
and then you get to be televised some games. And the thing about it, like I said, I'm going to this year. I'm gonna buy the subscription. Like how I buy the subscription when I watch the Memphis Grizzlies just to watch it because they don't be on TV. I'm finna buy that subscription. I'm finna buy all of it just so I can watch every game,
exactly.
watch the playoffs, everything.
That's what I be talking about. I wish they would actually show the game
on channels that people
watch.
Yes.
Like you showing them on these little side channels where can't nobody watch the game. You not trying to show the game.
Exactly.
You're right
because
about
if you put it on the channels we get on ESPN, on ABC, we're going to watch
NBC.
it. NBC. We gonna watch it.
There's no way a WNBA game shouldn't be streamed because there's nothing going on. There's no NFL going on.
No
There's
NBA.
No NBA going on. College baseball just ended their World Series. College football not going on.
Yes.
Soccer World Cup going on, but ain't that many people watching soccer like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Watching baseball,
football.
Like,
Anybody watching
come
that?
on, so like there's no way you can't at least have 2 WNBA games streaming a week.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Because people can go get like I tell you, even if you don't like say right now, you can get them on ESPN or those sports channels. But man, people can buy like my grand. She got the old school antenna. You can get the ABC, the NBC. You can watch if you put it on those type of channels. Man, anybody can go get an antenna right now and watch those games.
If people don't watch the game,
people will watch it.
Else to watch.
Right.
You know what
I'm saying?
We watch baseball and all that other stuff because there's nothing else to watch. And like we a sports podcast, we want to talk about it, but at the same time,
put that stuff out there.
If you ask me, so do you want to watch WNBA game or a soccer game? I'm gonna watch the WNBA.
Yeah,
and the thing about it is too, people are going to watch Angel Reese just because they don't like her.
Yes.
Just to criticize her game.
Right.
They gonna watch Caitlin Clark just to say, oh, she ain't doing nothing but flopping.
Right.
You know, so the people are going to watch it.
Exactly.
But you gotta put the product out there.
Right.
But I am so glad that they increased their money.
Yeah.
They going up to 50 games. They're getting more teams. So more opportunities are becoming available for women.
Yeah, they are increasing their money. But when I was just looking at the salary comparison not too long ago.
Oh, yeah. We still ain't making nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The highest paid WNBA player makes $1 million.
Yeah.
You can be a bench warmer in the NBA and you making $5 million.
You making $5 million.
That's the minimum.
That's the
minimum. Yeah.
That's a minimum. Yeah, that was that. Cause thing is, they basically again, if you look at their checks, I mean, I said, man, that's kind of like a normal G League everyday type thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, like
practice NFL player type check. Yeah,
like it's players. It's not even players. It's people that just work with NBA teams.
Yes,
that's probably making
more than
$1
them.
million.
Yeah, don't say probably people. I'm saying that's not right to me. Cause I mean they. That's why I say, and I'm like, we got to just give them their exposure, show them that we're here. Cause the thing is, we don't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna continue to be that way.
Facts.
And they got the money. I mean, all these all these cities, states, they got the money to do this, to fund for these girls.
Yeah.
And I'm down for it. Cause I'm gonna start wearing their logo. I be wearing the NBA logo. I'm gonna start wearing their logo. Cause that thing is, you have to just. You got, like you said, marketing. You got to get out there and do that. And the thing, like I said, while these sports going on, ain't nothing going on. We can have podcasts now just like this one on just WNBA. If they just show it on TV.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Because nothing going on.
You're
nothing.
So right. Yeah.
Nothing is happening.
And the WNBA, like I said, is becoming more competitive. The girls are out there. They got their dog mentality, you know? So it's just, we got to keep watching it and keep supporting it. That's what we got to do.
Fact, man. But before we get out this show right here, man, Pulphus, one thing we do for all our guests, man, you could just tell the people your social media, anything.
That bulb just got a short end, it look like.
It does. You hit that light switch?
Yeah.
They probably, y'all, we got the light flicker. I probably can't even tell on the camera, but just in case. But yeah, before we close, all you want to do, Puff, just tell people your social media, where they can find you at. If you got a YouTube channel, post your commentating clips, tell them that just whatever you working on, whatever you want the people to know, just let them know this your time to shine.
My original Instagram is Javan Pulphus _10. TikTok the same thing. Well, TikTok is JavanPulphus.10. Snapchat JPulphus8. And I have a commentating page. I'm finna do a lot of more content now for that because I was told I have to get out there, and because if no one can find me, I can find my own. So I'm gonna have a commentator page starting up. It's already done. It's the commentator P _31. And I might change that soon, but I'm just going to put all my clips and stuff of my everyday life of just trying to become, like they do, day of life of being a commentator or a basic
you
commentator.
You got to put the stuff out
so,
there,
yes, and I'm going to do it. Like I said, it's just, like I said, I'm responsible for, I don't got to where now I feel like I'm responsible for my own future. And what I mean by that is if I keep sitting down and not doing anything, nothing will come.
You
So-
ain't even gotta find no Be Different quote of the week.
That's
That's
it
it right
right
there.
there.
That's it
Yeah,
right there.
That's it. So, and I've been learning how to do quotes too. So I'm getting in that too. So yeah, but that's my social media.
Man. But yeah, Pulphus, man, we appreciate you coming down,
Ah,
being on the
yeah,
show. Like I said,
yeah.
long time coming, man. Hey, y'all stay tuned, rock with my guy, man. Hey,
Yeah.
y'all see ya, man. Yeah, we might be a duo one day.
Yeah, hey, yeah, all right, yeah.
Commentate
Yeah.
on sports and live
Yeah.
right on the side.
Yeah.
Hey, we might be a
Yeah.
duo one day.
And I'm
man.
gonna be
Y'all
on the
stay tuned.
sideline
Yeah, that's it,
cheering
yeah,
for
that's
both
it.
of
Yeah,
them.
real. Hey, man, but like,
Thanks.
appreciate you for coming, man. Hey, before we close out, I know y'all see we rocking the Be Different podcast.
Ah,
Hey,
yeah.
we had to come on here and show y'all, but hey, y'all stay tuned. I told y'all we got a lot of things coming. You know what I'm saying? We throwing little hints out there, so y'all stay tuned, man. For real, Toy, got anything else before we can close out?
And just thank you again, Pulphus,
Oh,
for
yeah.
coming. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I
I
learned
got
a
you.
lot.
Sure.
And I see your growth and
Thank you.
wishing you nothing but continued
Facts.
success, young
Facts.
man. So very, very proud of you.
I appreciate you both. And I remember, I'm gonna say this and let y'all go. I remember when I watched y'all first, I think it was the second episode. I remember y'all talking about getting me on.
Yeah.
They said, we gotta get Poker. He definitely a Be Different type of guy. I
Yeah.
said, yeah, I
Yeah.
got to get there now.
And it's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
That was
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm
Like,
telling you.
Yeah, hey, like Toy said, 3 years coming up, man. Next month, July 26th, got trying to get a big video in store. But some things not working. But a big video is coming, though. We're going to have a big video regardless. But just one guest that we really want on there. I hope we can get him on there. But if we can't get him, I know the other one is going to be just as great.
Yeah.
If we can't get him, I know the third one is going to be just as great. So we got 3 great guests potentially, you know what I'm saying, that we trying to
Easy.
get, you know, for the 3 years. So y'all just stay tuned for that, man. We got a huge another huge announcement coming with this show as well for 3 years. So hey, y'all just stay tuned, man.
But all right. Until next time, I'm your girl Toya.
I'm Solomon.
Remember, be different.
Peace. You ain't even let both of them in.
Oh, I forgot. Pulphus, I'm sorry. I'm so
No,
used to us. Go ahead, Pulphus.
know,
We'll
it's
start it
how
off.
it is,
Wait a minute. All right. Until next time, I'm your girl Toya.
I'm Solomon.
I'm Javan Pulphus.
I remember, be different.
Peace.